My name is Devraj. I am representing SLN Technologies in Bangalore. See, it was very, very interesting. This afternoon session, though it was, I know, after lunch it's bit, but it was very interesting sessions over there. And we could catch up most of the things. Since we are also working on at par and all those things. So my question was to Mr. Rajiv Yokogawa. Basically, the question that one doubt I am having is, see, when we move to autonomy on this automation, there's a risk also involved. When you go for a closed loop system, we are leaving the decision making depending on the agents what you created, and because see things are when advanced, the agents the system itself will create agents. Okay, usually that happens. So how this is a one of the question when you look at the nuclear power plant. So suppose we are transferring this to kind of this system, and how will you take these precautions? Because is it something to be you are worried about, or we can just that's my question.
Thank you. It is a very good question. In fact, this is one of the key things like why do so much of time we spend before we deploy it? Because as you know, the plants are running. We cannot afford to make any kind of mistakes. It has to be very precise. And that is the reason I told it has to be deterministic when you do it. As much as possible, we try to do it. That is why what we do is we get the historical data whenever we plan to do the AI agents there, and we develop the AI models. After that, there will be a simulation at our office level itself. And even when we are deploying, we are not going to deploy it throughout the plant. It will be deployed to a very small part, and we will involve the operator, the safety people, and the cyber security people. Everyone will get involved, and we will develop the confidence from them. We will build the confidence. After that only, we are going to deploy it. Normally, how we are doing is once the AI model is deployed in the site, for the next 60 to 90, it will be in the monitoring phase. And then only the operator or the management will get the confidence. After that, it will go further. That is how we are taking care. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, Muthu from Ultratech. Actually, there are two questions. One is for Yokogawa team, another one is for Cognite. With respect to Yokogawa, see, we also runs in the optimizer mode. But when it comes to critical situation, at that time, we depends the manual operators. So at crisis, what is your confidence that in future AI will learn, and then during critical operations or critical safety incidents time, how this AI will perform, and what is your confidence level with respect to operating on the critical time? It is not about the normal running. This is one point. For Cognite, when you call it as AI, it works on probabilistic model. It is not in the deterministic. But with respect to RCA, what was your probability that it is matching with the real root cause? When you are running the RCA agent, what is your probability that it is matching with the real root cause? Did you check, or did we experience that? If it is, then what is your probability? These are the two questions.
Go ahead, no problem.
So the
He will
short and sweet
respond
answer to that is we were building it with the customer, and we were actually it was actually being tested out on the live data as well. So it was validation almost immediately for us to say that yes, this actually is true to a large extent. But in the longer run, of course, it has to be tested out, right? It's not for us to say that yes, this is. But since we are usually doing all these exercises with the customers, validation is and sort of affirmations to say that yes, this is actually a problem is pretty quick for us.
What is your expectation that how much accurate it will be?
That really depends on the quality of your knowledge graph. If you have as much contextualized data, and if you have as much, like I showed you, right? We had all the ISO certification data, specification data. We had shift reports. We had time series data. We had maintenance, details about the equipment as well. So as much data as you have, and if all that data and references are added to your knowledge graph, right? And your data model, of course, is as holistic, then building out the RCA and actually having it give you a probable direction, a possible direction, it should be quite easy in that sense.
Yeah, thank you. That was a very good question. Coming to this, actually, this AI agent that we are talking, I think you are also referring to FKDPP AI agent that I was referring in my presentation. This is mainly meant for the critical operations only. It is not meant for the normal operation. As I told, majority of the operation is taken care by the PID controller itself, and then the extended complexity is by APC, of course, advanced process control. But there are still many operations, mainly non-linear operations and the multivariable things, where PID and the APC is not sufficient to achieve the required stability in the process. That is where the AI agent or the FKDPP come into the picture. Right? So what we are doing is we are collecting the data there, and then we are actually developing the models. Okay. After that, the complete test only we are deploying it. So this is mainly for the critical operations only, and it is going to work along with the existing Yokogawa control systems, that is the Centum BP or the PROCEP. It is not that we are replacing our entire control system and then bringing the AI agent there. Our AI agent is going to work along with the existing control systems. I hope I'm answering your question.
Okay. We can take
Yeah,
probably.
yeah. There is a stall also. We can
We
discuss
can
there also.
take probably last question in interest of time.
Yeah. Good
Make
afternoon.
it very brief question.
Yeah, this is Amit from LNT. So my question is for either Rajiv or Ravi. So there are many AI trends we are seeing, right? Gen AI, AI agents, agentic AI, copilot, etc. So which one you think, which trend is overhyped and which one is underestimated? Which trend is overhyped? I mean, being used may not be of that much use, and which one is underestimated, which can be utilized more?
Basically, if you could see the generative AI, that is something which I could see from since last 4 5 years, that was overhyped. But as the time goes, like any new thing is coming up, that is always overhyped, and people want to do everything by that, right? And rightly asked by the Ultratech team also, and there I would like to add over there, and that might answer your question fully. Like, if you have where we are moving towards, if we are going to run a fully autonomous plant or autonomous operation or autonomous world, that is not possible. Okay, it need to be with human intervention. So till the time AI is not humanized, AI is not going to work. So just going completely with agentic AI, no. Going generative AI, no. It need to be human intervention. Like for the critical operations, what the AI will give you a confidence score. AI will tell you that this is what you need to act on. But acting on that, that is something which is in human hand, and that is on our own. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I think we are running out of time. Probably COPA-DATA team we did not have any question. Probably from my side, I'll ask the last question. So basically, interest of our nation, I want to ask one question: that what are the couple of main challenges in the Indian energy sector?
I think that was good.
In energy sector, I feel the grid integration because of the complexity of the grids and the kind of sources right now coming, like the battery energy storage plants, which is right now the new emerging model, where the substations, distribution centers, what they are doing is that they are having a battery containers, and then for 2 hours, let's say peak hours where the rates are high, because they are also buying the electricity from somewhere. So at that time they want to have the backup, and they don't want to take the electricity from there. They want to take the electricity from battery storage, battery containers. And during the night when the peak is not high, or the timings where it is not high, it will charge that battery container. Now, this seems simple from the process side, but to control it, it's a tremendous job, I feel, because battery container itself, it's if we talk about the cell temperatures and all, it can blast anytime. And so the kind of fast responses you required in control system, that is very much required. So I feel that the grid integration of such models will be is the next challenge for us, and adaptation of this technology is the key point.
Thank you, everyone, and thanks for joining us for this panel discussion. And
Thank you.